After all the paperwork, brain scanning, and certifications were complete at the Patrol Orientation Master's office, the two new patrolmen were directed to the patrol supply area where they were issued their patrol uniforms. Kenom was issued a high-lead patrolman's robe because of his high lead count, while Enew received a standard patrolman uniform. Once they were properly dressed, they boarded the transfer shuttle and reported to the Dome duty station for their duty assignment papers. When he originally signed up for patrol duty back on Zimmnel, Kenom had requested to be stationed in a mini-dome. He felt the isolation would better suit his temperament. He wasn't one for group speak or idle chatter. Because his father's connections, the proper documents had already been approved, sent, signed, and certified, and were waiting for him at the duty master's desk. The duty master was a bit surprised at the request when he saw that Kenom was a high-lever. It is rare that a high-lead patrolman would request duty in a small mini-dome where there is such little contact with patrolmen and the rest of the dome complex, especially the DNA son of an ambassador. These mini-domes were isolated and usually held for artists with A-Leb peace ratings who prefer to be alone. However, Kenom, as previously stated, was just here to put in his patrol duty time for political reasons and had no desire to participate in regular patrolman activities. He thought his time would be better spent and probably more productive to him personally if he fulfilled his duty obligations by reading and observing nature. They were assigned to Mini-Dome C, which is one of the 8 mini-domes attached to the perimeter shuttle tunnel. Mini-Dome C is also attached by tunnels to Patrol Dome 4 and Patrol Dome 5. To get to the central dome to any of the mini-domes, one must take a super shuttle to one of the patrol domes and then transfer to a small 4-man mini-shuttle which goes directly to the mini-dome. The duty master had brought one up beforehand and it was waiting for them outside the duty master's office. Kenom thanked the duty master for his help, boarded the super shuttle, and sped off down the tunnel heading for Patrol Dome 4. On the shuttle trip to Patrol Dome 4, the shuttle was delayed for 30 minutes due to a small cave-in in the tunnel, which had been cleared before they could proceed. The Verton's work crew was still working alongside the track when their shuttle was finally allowed to proceed. This was the first close-up of a Verton for Kenom. He had seen electro images of them before, but he had never seen one in person. Kenom was surprised to see them so dirty and disheveled looking, and that many of them had malfunctioning electro body parts. He was rather alarmed to see these electro-people in such bad repair. He made a note to inquire about the status of the Vertons when he met with the patrol commander 2 days hence. When they finally got to Patrol Dome 4, they made their transfer to a small 4-man mini-shuttle that was to take them to Mini-Dome C. While they were walking to the mini-shuttle, they could hear what sounded like a big party taking place in the main floor of the dome. The patrolmen were not surprised, as the Flextons are well known for their extravagant parties. It appeared that they were right in the middle of one now. As they pulled out of the transfer station, and the party sound slowly faded away, the hum of the shuttle turned their minds toward the peace and seclusion awaiting them just up ahead. Upon arriving at Dome C, they secured the shuttle and entered the dome elevator that took them up into the dome. When the door opened, they were both rather surprised at how large and well equipped the mini-dome was. Aside from usual electro-charging room and electro-shutdown room, there was a large opening area with a spectacular view of Ob's landscape, as well as a grand view of the stars and planets. To the left, facing outward, was a large telescope with numerous interplanetary viewing devices attached. Kenom particularly liked the large screen image viewing monitor. He was sure he would find the broadcast images in this part of the galaxy highly entertaining. As they were going over the dome protocol and management manuals, 2 Flextmen arrived in a supply shuttle with their gear and equipment that they had sent from Zimmnel. Enew was happy to see that his container of books was intact, as he showed the workers where he wanted various containers placed. The two Flechtmen were startled to see that there was a high lever in the dome. Even though their stairs were concealed and more or less confined to viewing reflections in the glass and mirrors, it was obvious they were excited and they wanted to take in every detail. Flextons have all seen high levers before, but on the image viewers, but most never in person. This was a rare treat. They're used to A-leb artist types in this area, not high-leb patrolmen, duty patrolmen. They couldn't wait to be of some service so that they could tell their friends all about it. They had nothing against the A-leb artist types who usually stay in these domes. They were nice people, even if rather messy and uninterested in dome gossip and activities. But to be in the service of a high-leb patrolman was going to be something very special.